Good afternoon, everyone. This is Darren Blonsky with Sonoma Wealth Advisors. This is just a quick update today. We'll be filming on Friday at our regular time, but quite the news came out today and wanted to follow up with our video we did on Monday, where we talked about what was going on in the market. Today, President Trump announced a pause, a 90 day pause to much of the tariffs, except added a little bit more onto the Chinese tariffs. And I wanted to take this moment just to show a really important principle of investing when it comes to trying to time or get in and out of the market. And this is a perfect example of usually why getting in and out is a fool's errand, because it's very difficult to get back in when things happen, right? So getting out of the market is one thing, getting in the market is another. And right before the pause came out, you could see the market was way down. This is what we're looking at here is the S&P 500. This is the 10-minute chart. So each of these lines is a 10-minute time frame. And when the news broke that there was a 90-day pause, it was right around the 10:30 hour on the West Coast, and I was actually sitting in with a client, and we were talking about the market, and literally within seconds, we watched this market just absolutely go crazy bonkers. Right now, the S&P 500 is up 8.82% on the day. And that's literally all happened, within an hour or two. Right now at the trading time, it's 12:38. The market's about to close with a pretty bullish look at the moment. And but there's next to no way that any human could have caught that. And most of these trades coming in are all coming from computers and systems that automatically read the market and go in and out. But for any human to make a decision based upon how they feel emotionally or whether or not the politics align with their portfolio, et cetera, it's really just a difficult game. And this is a perfect example of why. I mean, literally within minutes, if you were out of the market and then trying to get back in because we got a 90-day pause on the tariffs, you missed out on 9% now, almost 9.10% in portfolio gains. And pretty difficult to beat that one. So, however, we're not out of the woods, and this is certainly helpful. We're certainly beginning our economic war with China. We're in the midst of. It's all hope for de-escalation, and that there'll be off ramps for each of these leaders, so that this doesn't exacerbate into something more hurtful in the long run, and more casualties come from it. But when we look at what we call the Fibonacci retracement lines or retracement lines, you can see how important these different psychological areas are. And so when we bounce up today, we got a little bit of testing right here at the 38.2, which is really important from when we're looking at whether or not this market's going to continue to bounce. And it went right up to there, and you can see the resistance now is coming in the 50% retracement. Now, folks, that's 50% retracement from the high that came in on February 19th. The low was right here on March 4th. In 5 days, we've gone from everything you saw in this huge, massive bounce now, and we've recovered almost 50% of that move in all but a few hours. So just a good investing principle to remember. You cannot time the market, and especially nowadays with the way computers move in and out of the markets, it's very, very, very difficult. Not saying it's over, not saying we won't go back down the other direction if the news changes, and we're in a news-driven environment. So pick an allocation that works for you and that you can stay committed to for the long term, and go enjoy the sunshine and do something else besides watch your portfolio go up and down. Anyway, just a quick update for everyone. I guess good news in a lot of ways. It's all hope for de-escalation here. And we'll be back on Friday to tell you more about the markets. Take care.